Hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm going to be testing out a whole lot of new makeup that I've just been picking up, and I thought we could do like a chatty get ready with me because I've not made a video in a long time. Life is like super busy at the moment. I have so many things going on and I've just not had a nice, quiet, calm moment to sit down and film. But here we are. This is not the makeup. This is the makeup I've been wearing today. I've been in New York. I've been celebrating my second marriage anniversary, which is like, how has 2 years flown by? It's kind of crazy. How have I still not done a tutorial on my nikah look? Because honestly, that makeup stayed all day. It was like perfection. It's like the best wedding makeup. I need to do that video. I need to do it. I'm gonna promise myself that I'm gonna do it. Yeah, anyway, enough chit-chatting. I'm gonna take off this makeup and we're gonna try some new makeup together. Okay guys, so makeup is off. I have a full box of makeup right here, like new stuff that I've never ever even touched. So let's put it on this face. Okay, so for foundation, I have this Meet Your Match foundation by Misguided. It's a medium coverage demi-matte finish with radiant diamond powder pigments. I've never heard of diamond powder pigments, but I'm assuming it has a little bit of luminosity to it. I do like a demi-matte finish. I prefer full coverage, but I can live with medium coverage if it's a nice finish. I've got the shade 10, which looks like a really nice like yellowy kind of toned foundation. I've never used anything from Misguided, so I'm really excited. I'm gonna apply it with a brush just to kind of see what it's like. I'm really curious. Shade match wise, I think it's a decent color. You know what? It actually applies quite well with a brush. So I've got it on half of my face. It actually is quite full coverage and it's got a really quite nice natural finish. I actually quite like it so far. Right, foundation is on. I actually really like the shade. I feel like it's perfect for me. On this side where it's been on for a little longer, I do feel like I've got like a demi-matte finish. It does dry down just a tad, but I feel like my skin looks really nice and dewy and plump. And I've got coverage. I would say it's between medium and full coverage. I had to use like 2 large blobs, so a little does not go a long way. But I actually quite like it. So far, so good. I don't have any problems with it. I like it more than I thought I was gonna. I actually found that on clearance in Superdrug. I literally got the foundation for £3 and I saw it and I thought, come on, let's try it. Why not? And I think I just picked up a gem. The thing is, though, with Misguided, I don't know if their makeup is gonna continue because they went bust. So I bought loads of clothes because they had 90% off sales, and I bought loads of clothes in their sales stuff. But honestly, like with their makeup and stuff, it's just kind of in the air because now when you go on the website or the app, like you can't really buy the makeup on there, but then they're still selling it in Superdrug. So I'm just a bit like, I don't know. Is this going to be discontinued? Is it not? I'm just, yeah. So for concealer, I have Meet Your Match concealer. This is also by Misguided and this was also on sale for £3 in Superdrug. So I've got the shades, got 130 and 150. So there's just a slight shade variation. This one's a bit lighter, this one's a bit deeper and peachier. It says it's mattifying, it's got aloe vera in here, vitamin E, zinc. It's even got SPF 6. I'm not too sure what SPF 6 would do for you, but it's got it in there. So I'm gonna go in with the deeper one first and then the lighter one for brightening. Now that the foundation has worked, I actually have high hopes for this. So I quite like the dough for it. It reminds me of like the Fenty. And I'm just gonna, okay, it's like a little bit deeper than the foundation, which is actually quite funny. This would be a very good shade for me in summer. But I'm just gonna add it in areas where I feel like I need a bit more coverage. So that is by no means a thin consistency. It's quite thick. It's creamy and it is mattifying. It has a nice level of pigment. I'd say it's medium coverage. It's not like full coverage, but I quite like it. I like it. It works very well with that foundation. So I'm going to add a little bit of the lighter one because I like to brighten. Yeah, that's a nice brightening shade. Yeah, that's a really nice brightening shade. Honestly, I just saw these in store and I was like, you know what, let's try it out. I've not heard too much about Misguided Beauty, but it's actually working out really well for me. So if you see these on sale in Superdrug, I'll be like, honestly, pick them up because this is a bargain and the quality is actually quite good. I'm not gonna lie, there's not much difference between this one and the Fenty one. It's creamy, it's mattifying, it's a little bit of like a thicker consistency, but it blends out really nice. This is, I think, a good dupe for the Fenty concealer. If you love that, you're gonna love this. Okay, my base is looking actually really nice. This is a great start, great start. I have this Lottie London set. It basically has a lip oil, a powder, a bronzer, and a blush. This is the Meet the Squad set. And we're gonna go in. I am going into this mini little powder. It's the Lottie London Ready Set Go powder. And I've heard good things about this. I actually picked up this whole set for like £6 from TK Maxx. And I think it usually retails for like 15 or something. It's like full of these little minis, which are great for like traveling. Okay, so I've got some powder. And I'm just gonna pop some of that on my face to set it. Here goes like everything, because recently on my channel, like when I try new powders, it goes really wrong. And this is another one of those like really white powders that basically gives you the worst flashback of your life. So it was my 2nd anniversary yesterday and we went to York to celebrate and we had a nice dinner and stuff. I used the Max Factor powder and I'm not joking, in all my photos I have the worst flashback. I literally couldn't believe it. You know, I've been trying loads of new makeup recently and I'm telling you that nothing has been working out for me. So far on this video, it's been okay, but if you like flash photography, I would stay away from that Max Factor powder. It sets the face really nicely, but it's just not great for photography. Okay, so this is actually setting my face quite nice. I do feel like this would give flashback though. Like I can just see a little bit of a white cast under my eyes and I'm like, I just don't like these kind of powders. They're not for me. They're not for me. This one had a really good reviews as well. I'm like, how? Why do people like these powders? The ones that leave a white cast, I don't get it. I don't get the hype. It's like the By Terry powder. I don't understand. I don't get it. Am I the biggest fan of this? I don't think I am. I don't like these like white translucent powders. I don't think they do the best for your face and makeup. When you have a good face and makeup, you want to take some pictures. Flash photography is like, that's going to give you the best quality pictures. Powders like this give you flashback and I don't know. They're just not for me. I like a little bit of extra coverage with my powders and stuff. So this type of powder, it's not my cup of tea. I had great reviews, but I don't see anything special on my skin really. Right, so I feel like we need to bronze up this face. So I have a Lottie London little bronzer. It's so cute. This is in the shade Sunburst and it says it's coconut scented. So let's do a sniff test. Oh, that smells really good. That actually smells a lot like the Physicians Formula. I'm hoping this isn't too light for me. There's only one way to find out. It is a little bit light. I think it's like more true to my skin tone, but it's giving a little something there. You can build it up. It smells really good. I'm having to use loads though to build up any kind of color on my face. If you've been watching my channel for a while, you know that I've been in the process of buying a house. I swear I've been in the process for like about 10 years now. I've aged in this process, like our life has moved on, technology has advanced, and I've still not got this house. But we're almost there. Oh my god. Oh my, I've never wanted something so badly in my life. I just want my own space again. Honestly, almost there, almost at the finish line. I've been looking at loads of like home inspo stuff, got Pinterest. I'm ready. But I'm thinking that'll be like really good content for my channel, like the home renos, home decoration, all that kind of stuff. I'm ready to make home content. It's not done the most. I feel like the paler I get in winter, the more I'll be able to use this and it'll look deeper, but it's kind of give it a little bit of dimension to the face. It's nice. It blends really nicely. It smells really good. I think if I got a deeper shade, it'd be really good. So I don't hate this. Like, I actually think it's quite nice. Blush time. So I've got this ombre blush and it's in the shade Exposed. Looks like a really cute rosy color and I'm just excited to put that on my face. What I will say though is what I've noticed about the formulation of Lottie London powders, that they are very powdery. Oh, that's pigmented. This is far more pigmented than that bronzer. But that is freaking beautiful. I love that. I really like that. That's a really nice blush. I don't know why though, guys. The more I put on this blush, I don't know if it's the brush or the actual blush formulation, my pores look humongous. Like massive. I'm gonna have to go in and like try and powder that down in a bit, but I am pore central. But I love living for that blush. I actually freaking love it. Even if it's made my pores look humongous. Love the color. Okay, so the last thing from that set is this Lottie London Oil Slick. It's a lip oil and it's in the shade Extra Cherries. And I hope this has a cherry scent. Oh, it smells like cherries. It's actually really nice. Yeah, so let's put on this lip oil. There's barely any color to this, but it feels really nice and nourishing on the lips. And it has a really nice cherry scent. It's not overpowering. It's quite light, but it's really nice. Carrying on with Misguided, I've got this liquid highlight. It's actually spelled like H-I, like highlight. And this is in the shade Prinks. So I rarely use a liquid highlighter because they scare the shit out of me. But we're going to use a little bit. So I'm going to start on the forehead because if I mess up there, I can like fix that easily. I think I'm just going to use my like finger and just try and blend that out. I'll actually blend it out quite well. Okay, I'm not mad at that. That's a nice color as well. It's like a champagne-y kind of color. Over here. Okay, let's see how it blends out on the nose. I don't know what it is about liquid highlights. They just scare me. Some of them like dry super fast and stuff, so you don't have time to work with it. Some of them like disrupt your makeup, something. And when you've spent like 30 minutes on your base, the worst thing that could possibly happen to you. Okay, that ain't that bad. It's actually quite blinding as well. I'm quite surprised by this. I'm not gonna lie, I actually found it a little bit difficult to blend out here, and then once it's dried, it's like fully dried. You cannot budge it. Still not the biggest fan of liquid highlights, but it's nice. I think I'm gonna leave it there. It's nice. It's quite blinding, but is it my favorite formulation. No one would I really reach for this? I don't think so. I think if you're really into a liquid highlight, this might be up your street, but I find that it just dried too fast and I can't maneuver it. It didn't disrupt my base though, so that's A++ for that. I have two highlights. So I have the Misguided highlight, and this is in the shade Glowing Out Out. It's got like pink reflex in it, so I'm kind of curious about that. And then I have this Soap and Glory Glow and Duet, and this is in the shade Gold Shimmer, and it's freaking beautiful. I'm so excited to use this. So I think I might go in with the Soap and Glory one first. This is the shade. I've swatched it and it swatches so beautifully, and then I might add a little bit of this highlight on top to give it that pinky kind of sheen. So I'm gonna be extremely glowy today. Like, oh my god, I just added a tiny bit here and I literally feel like I have a metallic airline strip on my forehead. Oh my god, I look ridiculous, but we move. Okay, put a little bit on. Oh my god, it's just straight up blinding, guys. I think I found my new favorite drugstore highlight, because this is like undetectable on the skin. I'm not even gonna lie, I can barely see it. I'm obsessed. That is stunning. I used like the tiniest amount. So I'm gonna go in with the, like, I need more highlighter, but I'm gonna go in with the Misguided one. This one's like more like a holographic kind of pinky sheeny one, like more of a funky one. So I'm gonna just add a little bit. That is just an insane glow that I've got on right now. Actually, the more I put it on, like, I don't see too much of the pink. It's more just frosty, if anything. Guys, I'm literally glowing. I don't even know what to say. I'm like speechless at this glow. Wow. Actually really like this and a huge fan of this. So the next thing I'm gonna do is brows. So I've got this e.l.f. clear brow and lash mascara, so I'm gonna use that for my brows. I'm gonna see what the hold power is like. So I'm gonna use the brow side, which is this side, and we're just gonna go in. I've used an e.l.f. brow gel before and I didn't like it. It was the Jen Atkin one. I feel like I didn't really have much hold, but I'm gonna be cheeky and I'm gonna use the mascara side as well and just see what happens. My brows are looking very spiky right now. Now I'm gonna use a little bit of the mascara just to see what happens. So I've got some kind of hold going, but it's not the best. It's not the best. Basically, I like having them look lifted, but then also just looking quite neat as well. That's my thing. Like when they're spiky and stick up and stuff, I don't think that suits me. I just don't think it suits me. It's not done the most. It's a little bit shitty, I won't lie. So this is a meh product. It's not anything revolutionary. I thought it was going to be quite good because it was quite cheap, so I thought if it's going to work, it's going to be incred, but it's not really worked. I love me a Coke vanilla. It's like my favorite, my absolute favorite. So I have a really exciting eyeshadow palette. It's the Flutter palette by Colourpop. It is so pretty. It's like got all these purples in there. It's sparkly. It's just beautiful. I die for this packaging. Like this glitter all over it. It's so pretty. And then these are the shades. So we're obviously gonna do some purple. And I'm dying to use that glitter on my eye. So that is what we're gonna do. The first shade I'm going to take is Wild Wing, which is this shade right here. I'm going into Wild Wing and I'm just gonna use it as like a transition shade. Oh, it's like a very soft purple mauve. I'm just going in blind really. We're just playing today. It does actually have a little bit of pigment, so I'm impressed. That blended out like a dream, and that is like quite rare for Colourpop mattes because they're usually a little bit patchy, but this one is really nice. So the next one I'm gonna go into is this one called Mariposa. It's like this purple with a few glitters in it. Yeah, it's like a touch different. touch. And then I'm gonna go all over the lid with this shade called Getaway. It's like a really nice, like icy, purpley, taupey kind of color. Ooh, oh my god, that is so stunning. I'm just gonna kind of diffuse that all the way up because I want kind of like a glitzy eye. Oh my god, that color is so pretty. And I'm kind of just diffusing that all the way up. I kind of want it all to be very like shimmery and pretty and ethereal. Next shade I'm taking is the shade called Float On. This deeper shade. I'm just deepening up the edges. Just taking that in like a kind of like a wing kind of direction. Just so that it just kind of elongates the eye just a tad. Okay, just like that. It kind of just sweeps the eye like upwards and it just makes everything look more lifted. And now for the start of the show, I'm gonna take this shade Overpacked and I'm gonna dot that on the eye. I'm so excited for this. So I'm just gonna dot that on the eye. Ooh, that, oh, that looks insane. It's actually sticking on the eye really well. I'm living, guys. I'm living. My eyes are like a disco ball and I am living. Oh, that is stunning. In the inner corner and under the eye, I'm taking this like iridescent purple shade. It's got shifts of blue in it and I just think it's stunning. So I'm just gonna add a little bit here. That's really pretty. I'm gonna add a little bit in the inner corner. Oh, love. I love that so much. And then under the eye, I'm just gonna run that deep dark shade again. I'm living. I think this eyeshadow palette is beautiful. I think probably one of the best ColourPop eyeshadow palettes I've ever used. Formulation wise, I feel like everything worked and it's quite versatile. You have a lot of tones in here. Like if you want to do something a bit more burgundy, you can focus on these. If you want something a bit more like lilac-y, you can even do like a neutral moment with these two here. It's kind of hard to see. Oh, there you go. Like these two neutral shades. It's actually freaking beautiful. I love it. I actually really like it. Yes to this. Okay, so for mascara, this is one I've been wanting to try for a while. Well, this is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Mascara. And it's a lengthening mascara. And it looks super basic. Like this is the wand. Super basic, but I'm hoping it's going to do amazing things. So here goes everything. Okay, that's like with one coat. It's like, it's so basic. I mean, it doesn't lie. This is definitely a lengthening mascara. It's not done a lot in terms of volume, but I got length. It's really nice on the bottom lashes though. Okay, so this is one eye with mascara and this is the one without. It's done a decent job. Nothing life-changing, but it's nice. I think it's nice. I don't think it's anything life-changing. I feel like this is way too expensive for what it is. If you want a nice lengthening mascara, I would opt for the Collection Lash Surge. That is a very good option. I mean, it's nice. This mascara is nice. I mean, but you can get something far cheaper that does way more. Last but not least, lips. So I have this e.l.f. Electric Mood / Tiana Major 9 lip combo. So you get a lip liner and a gloss. With e.l.f. you barely get lip liners. They barely do a lip liner, which I don't understand because their brand has everything else. So the few lip liners from e.l.f. I've tried, I've not been the biggest fan of because they've been a little bit waxy. So we will see about this one. This one is like in this really nice, quite like deep chocolatey shade. This gloss is so pretty. It's in the shade Affair. So pretty. It's like got all these like blue and gold and green glitters in there. Stunning. This is definitely outside of my comfort zone, but I kind of like it. I like it. Now I'm gonna put on this lip gloss. Oh, the doe foot is actually really big. And it smells like coconuts. Really nice. Let's put this on. I am living for this lip combination. Guys, I feel like this is the best 90s combo. It's like a really cool tone, dark brown lip liner, and then we've got like a really nice gloss with glitter in them. I'm feeling this eye look. We've done like a double wing situation, tried to be a little bit more creative than usual. I'm liking this makeup. I'm actually really liking it, and look at the highlight, like damn. This is my full look of new makeup and I am into it. Even like the base stuff really worked. The only thing is I can see my pores, so I feel like maybe like I didn't use a primer because I didn't have a new primer, but maybe a good pore filling primer would have sorted this out. I think the bronzer needed to be a little bit deeper, but again, it's not the fault of the bronzer, it's just the shade that I picked up. I like this makeup. Like, I'm having a good makeup day. I'm actually not going anywhere, I'm not doing anything, but I like my makeup. And now I want to do something and go somewhere. The few duds that I found with Lottie London powder, I don't like that style of powder, full stop. It's not the fault of the powder, I just don't like that kind of powder. I didn't particularly like the mascara that much. I just feel like I prefer voluminous lashes. This is just giving me length. And the liquid highlight, I feel like dried really fast. So maybe if you mixed it with like an oil drop or something, it should be okay. It is blinding though, like hella blinding. The eyebrow gel didn't really do that much. My brows are not my favorite today. Like, they're a bit meh. But everything else banged. Like, I like my makeup. I said this was gonna be like a chatty get ready with me, but really it's just me chatting about the makeup. I've not been too chatty about my life, but I'm working on it, guys. I'm working on it. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up, make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you on my next one.